Motion, Dr. Yogendra Yadav.
Friends, I'm delighted and honored to be here in a city that has discussed future directions, new directions, not just today, but for the last 2 centuries. I'm delighted that a very small new political force that I represent has triggered, has occasioned such a serious debate about something as large as new politics. I'm honored that I share the stage with such a distinguished audience. It's not a coincidence that those who speak for new politics and new ideas include 2 women. That, to me, is a statement in this country. I also note that those on the other side include 2 persons who came from movement which once upon a time must have looked like new politics. They may have forgotten about it. I agree with my friend Ravi Shankar Prasad ji when he said that we have deviated from the topic, except that he went on to do exactly that. At one stage, I really wanted to say, my friends on this side, it's not parliament, let's get serious. But such is the debate in this country.
But you are going
While
to
I'm delighted that Aam Aadmi Party got the attention that it deserved, I must not forget that the topic of debate was not about Aam Aadmi Party. It is about new politics. I do believe that Aam Aadmi Party is a principal carrier of that new politics in India today. But it would be ridiculous to say that we have a monopoly over new politics. For me, Aruna Roy, though we've not been able to persuade her to come with us, which is a deep regret, but she represents as much new politics in this country as Arvind Kejriwal does. While I do hope that this new experiment of ours carries the spirit of new politics, I would not hesitate to say that we do not yet represent a model. I would not claim that. We are imperfect, we are limited. We are limited by circumstances. We are limited by our own human failings. And yes, by our errors. This is a large experiment. It is one of those few experiments that this country has seen in a very, very long time. And maybe people like me are not worthy of being carriers of that experiment. This is the thought that troubles me every day. Yes, so we are imperfect embodiment of this new politics. I have no hesitation in saying that. What is this new politics of which my party is a small, tiny, imperfect embodiment? I think this new politics carries 3 currents of 21st century democracy. 1, it is about monitoring democracy, which is to say, people are sick and tired of being represented. They want to be present. They want to do things themselves. They want to control, monitor, govern what governance does for them. 2, this is about deliberative democracy. People are sick and tired of ideological certitudes. They want open debates. They want problem solving in an open frame. And 3, this is about participatory democracy. The spirit of volunteerism. You know, we use the word volunteer, we forget what it meant. The spirit of volunteerism, which has been subdued by professional politics, is to be revived. This new politics is what has given this country hope. This is what has given this country courage. If this is what new politics is, I hope you can see that this cannot be about opposition alone. This is about redefining the paradigm of governance itself. In which ways it has redefined the paradigm? For the first time, people are being consulted in the formation of laws, which worries my friends enormously. I can see why they are worried. But my friends, this is the direction that 21st century will take and move forward. This is about foregrounding of everyday concerns. Maybe we were completely wrong on electricity and water, but for once Delhi actually debated electricity and water. That is what is happening. This is happening under public gaze and scrutiny. Did we overdo it? Maybe. Did we make errors? We must have made errors. Which is that experiment in human history that does not make error? Yes, we have to learn. But in this anxiety, in our trouble and unease with some style and form, let us not forget the substance. In our anxiety to snub a small political rival, let us not extinguish the hope that this country has had after a very, very long time. Thank you.
May I say something?
I didn't want to disturb the applause.
No, please.
Sure.